If it's your company and you can't sell, you're not going to be in business long.
You can do sales in an ethical way that are true to your core values.
If you can't sell, if you can't influence, if you can't persuade, good luck trying to get your business off the ground.
Rise and shine, it's espresso time.
I wake up every morning.
Espresso keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
So let's start your day off right together. Grab your coffee and sip on today's message from Mark Cuban. Also, if you want to learn how to have more confidence, check out my 254 Confidence series. It's free. The link is in the description below.
I've always been passionate. Some people thought, it's more OCD than anything else.
Lots of companies come in and say, I have a great idea, or I have a company and we've got some sales, but we only need to do this and we only need to do that. And you talk to them and you talk to the entrepreneur and I'm like, why aren't you selling? This is your whole company. There's never been a company in the history of companies to survive without sales. And so I think, now as more and more people watch Shark Tank, they're seeing it. But if you can't sell, if it's your company and you can't sell, you're not going to be in business long, particularly when you're starting up and it's just you. And sales is not something you can give to somebody else and say, okay, I'm just going to hire salespeople. Michael Humecki, remember that guy I told you about that fired me for handing him the check? He was the guy who wouldn't, he was the CEO and owner. He would never sell. He thought he could just bring us in and sell it. And the company failed afterwards. You got to sell.
People are afraid of selling. You're afraid you're going to get rejected. You're afraid you're going to be seen as a greedy, slimy, selfish salesperson. The reality, though, is you offer a fantastic product or service. You can help people. And if you can't sell to them, they may never get the help that they so desperately need. You can do sales in an ethical way that are true to your core values. You must. Your business and your customers depend on it. So I used to have a big aversion to selling. I used to think, you have to have a big ego to do it. I didn't want to rip people off. I didn't want people to think that I was trying to, squeeze them out of money. I didn't want to get rejected. All of the typical fears that I think people have when they get into sales. And I still don't use sales as my primary tactic to go out and get business. But when you see an opportunity to help somebody, you have to give them your best effort to help them. And I had to get more into sales because I saw entrepreneurs who were struggling, who were not getting the help that they needed, and I knew I can help them, but I wasn't really passionate about selling what I was selling. I was constantly worried and living in fear. And when you live in fear, you don't make smart decisions. And I got more into it because I saw people who were failing, who should have used my help, who I could have helped, and I didn't step up, and then they failed, and they went out of business, and they made bad mistakes. I own that. That's my responsibility. That was my fault. I could have helped, and I didn't. I should have sold myself harder, and I didn't. And I let everybody down. I let them down. I let myself down. And in a broader sense, I let my family down, my community down. I have a responsibility to grow this business and to help more people. And that involves me selling myself. So fast forward to today, I had two guys on my morning show who wanted to be thought leaders. They wanted to have books. They wanted to be speakers. They wanted to be at the front of the room. They wanted to build their social media accounts and profiles. They wanted to be seen, recognized as experts in their industries, thought leaders. I do a workshop twice a year in Toronto for 3 days, helping people make money as thought leaders. And I break down my exact strategies, how I grow on YouTube, how I grow on Instagram, what your content strategy should be, how to make videos, how to come up with ideas, how to create content, how to win, how to get speaking gigs, how to get a book deal, all of it. Be me, be the Evan Carmichael of your industry. I break down how to do it, but not just a breakdown. Not just, hey, let's sit in the room and learn from my ideas. We're gonna work with you to do it. I take 15 people twice a year and I work through exactly how to do it. And then you're taking your phone out and you're making content. You're making videos, and I'm gonna be sitting there talking to you and helping you do it. Then you get in front of the camera and you have to make a video. And I'm gonna be behind the camera with my team telling you, nope, again, do it again, say it like this. Nope, not quite, nope, keep going. A lot of personalized one-on-one mentorship. If you want to be a thought leader, it's among the best training in the world. You need to do it. If you have the budget, you can make the time free, you should come out and do it. And so I'm talking to these two people who want to be thought leaders, and I have the knowledge and I have the training to help them. I think that 3-day event should be something that they at least are aware of. And so with one of them, I walk through the entire process of what I cover in the event. And I'm trying to do it in a way that brings them value, obviously. And then the other one, I quickly mentioned it and then followed up in a DM on Instagram to say, hey, here's the event. I think it'd be good for you. Maybe they come, maybe they don't come. Maybe some of them feel like they're being sold to. I don't think so, because it was when it's genuine, when they can feel your passion and love and energy and care and desire to help them, that's what breaks through. If you don't actually care about the end consumer, if you see somebody coming to, oh, that person's my next car, that person's my next suit, that person's my next XYZ, right? My next watch. If that's the mindset and attitude, then they won't feel the care. They're going to feel like they're being sold to and being ripped off. But when you have the energy, compassion, heart to help, and you know that this is the thing that they should do, I think it's your responsibility to go off and tell them about it. When you believe in what you're selling and when you believe that it's actually the right thing for that person, it's your responsibility to sell it. So I'm going to give you a 3-step process that will help you be a better salesperson and bring in more sales to your business. Step number 1, put yourself in their shoes. The best salespeople are listeners. So you listen. What do they need? What do they want? What are they looking for? You're listening. You try to imagine as you as them. You are them. You want to jump into their body. You are them. You're putting yourself in their shoes and getting a deep understanding for what their problems are right now. Number 2, let them feel your understanding and your passion. Because you put yourself in their shoes, now they feel like you understand them. Like this person understands me. Evan understands me. He knows exactly what I'm going through. That's what you want them to feel. This person knows exactly, you know exactly what your customer is going through, and they feel it. Because when they feel like you understand them and their problem, they're way more willing to listen to you. Otherwise, they feel like they're being sold to. So 1, you understand them. And then 2, you are passionate about helping them solve the problem. You are passionate. You firmly believe in the thing. Don't recommend something that you don't believe in. You're passionate about this thing that you're selling that can get them a real result, that is going to make them money or take a problem away from them. You have to believe in what you're selling. And then step number 3, when you're 85% sure, tell them what to do. I have a theory that when you're 85% sure, you're 100% sure. When you are 85% certain about something, you have to jump to 100. There's no way ever to be 100% certain. It's not possible. It's only for things looking backwards. Right? I got this coffee from Tim Hortons today, and it's a dark roast, and I know what a dark roast black coffee tastes like, but maybe today it's burnt. I don't know what exactly it's going to taste like today until I've already tried it. You can only know with 100% certainty looking backwards, not forwards. And so you need to get to a point where you feel 100% certain about something. And so for me, when I'm 85% certain, I'm 100. I act like I'm 100 because I become 100. Here's why. And this isn't just for selling to clients. It's relationships, it's partners, it's mentoring, it's suppliers, it's investing, it's everything. If you're trying to help somebody down a path, you know something, you have an expertise, you're trying to help them down that path. They're uncertain about it. They're looking for a solution. They're in pain mode. They may not even think there's a solution, but you know you have one. If you have a little bit of doubt, because there's always some doubt, right? You're never 100% certain looking forward. If you have a little bit of doubt and they are full of doubt, they're going to hang on to the doubt. That little bit of doubt that you have is going to be the reason why not to listen to you. Even though you're 85% plus certain. That 15% chance that you're going to be wrong means they don't do anything. And so when you are 85% certain, you have to go to 100. You tell them what to do. You say, this is the best thing for you. I believe it will work for you. I believe it will solve your problems. When you're 85% sure, you're 100. Now I've got a really special bonus clip that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that, question of the day, I want to know, are you afraid of selling and what is stopping you? Let me know in the comments below.
And for like an entrepreneur, forget a salesperson, how about just an entrepreneur who's looking to start a business? Well, if you can't sell, if you can't influence, if you can't persuade, good luck trying to get your business off the ground. I'm not talking about just your customers. I'm talking about the bankers, the people with venture capitalists, your vendors, your credit card processor, the people who work for you. How do you get people to work for you excited? How do you get them excited? How do you get them to want to buy into your vision? At the highest level, what sales really is, it's the transference of emotion. And the emotion you're transferring is this emotion of certainty. That someone feels certain, yeah, it's a good thing, it's going to help me, it's going to fill my need. When you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to start a business and you're recruiting people, well, you're selling people on your vision for the future, your vision for this company. And if you can't do that, good luck trying to get great people to work for you. It's nearly impossible, which is why you always see, the people, if they say, oh, he's a visionary. Well, that's true, but typically not only are they visionaries, they also possess the ability to sell the vision to other people, to inspire them, to motivate them. So selling is not just like, people think of selling, oh, well, I'm not a salesman, I don't need to. Well, yes, you do. You need to learn how to influence. How about trying to get your kids to make their bed or do their homework or believe in the value of education? How about trying to get a landlord to give you a reduction on your rent or to extend the lease the way you want? How about trying to negotiate terms? You understand, it cuts to everything. So I always look at this, when I say I cracked the code on influence, what I really did essentially was I was, by working backwards almost, by saying I'm going to start at the end and go to the beginning, say what has to happen before someone says yes. I was able to take that and put it into this system that took the no-name, talentless guys and turned them into millionaires.
If you want to know how Mark Cuban takes risks and goes for it, check the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
I literally was putting everything that I had on the line for something. People just laughed at me.